Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Once I was going somewhere in Rajasthan in a car, and there was one elderly person sitting in the back side. I being small, I was sitting in the front. Am I audible to all? Everybody can hear me? So something happened, our car stopped in the midst of the road. So the question came, why this car stopped? So driver said, I don't know. Then I got down, and thereafter I was searching if there is somebody around. And I found one boy, maybe 20-25 years. He was doing something with some motorcycle. So I asked him. I said, hey, can you find out what is wrong? He had mouth full of pan, so he cannot talk. Like Hanumanji, he came. And then he told only with the action that open the bonnet. So the driver opened it. Then he was singing and then took a stone nearby and hit somewhere. And then he said, now start. And the car started. So that elderly man, he asked me, how much we have to pay him? So I asked, hey, how much we have to pay? He said, 100 rupees. I said, sir, he is asking 100 rupees. Old man became very angry. 100 rupees, what he has done? Only one stone he has hit? I said, anyway, you talk to him, I don't know. So I told him, I said, you talk Babuji. He is to pay, not me. So that old man scolded that young boy. Only for hitting one stone you are asking 100 rupees? Lootte ho kya? So now he has to talk. So he did the abhishek on the stone. All thing. His kamai he has thrown out. Then he said, Babuji, for hitting the stone, I am taking only 1 rupee. But where to hit the stone, for that I am taking 99 rupees. How important it is? See, in the same manner, when we are living in this world, we only complain. The reason is, we do not know what is behind or below the bonnet. As a result, either we complain, or we ask question, or we condemn, and this is how our life is carried without knowing what is going inside. My friends, if we are really walking spiritual path means learning from our own experiences. We normally do not. Our life is mechanically going on. See, now how do we learn? Now one step I'll tell you. Where do the experiences happen? Now for example, you are looking at me. Now where this knowledge is taking place? You are seeing me, a Swami. Now this knowledge is taking where I am, there, or inside you. Find out. Where is this knowledge taking place? Okay, understand? We never think about it. Mechanically goes on. Next step. All experiences happen only in the mind. Nothing happens to body. See? This I learned. I tell you my process of learning, how it has helped my life. Once there was something wrong with my big toe, and one person came, did namaskar, and he said, Swamiji, what is wrong there? I said, I don't know. He said, I am a doctor, I can operate. I said, okay, do operate then. I went to his clinic. And then he told me, now sit in the chair and put my leg on a stool. He gave local anesthesia. After 10 minutes, 15 minutes, he again hammered with a rubber hammer. He said, how do you feel? I said, I am feeling emotional. He said, no, not that way. What is wrong there? I said, I am not feeling anything. Because anesthesia. He said, now you can see the operation. So he took the scalpel, cut, and then scoop out whatever was growing. And he said, you are very lucky. Everything has come out. There are no traces left inside the body. And then I saw blood is coming. He has taken out some part of me. And then he put the stitches. No pain. I thought, I am a great yogi. Now nothing happens to me. I have conquered the world. For half an hour. After half an hour, then the pain started. Oh God, it is so painful. Now be attentive. Where was the pain happening? Only when the mind entered that area, then only the pain was experienced. Is it not? So what we have to learn? All experiences happen only in the mind. So what is the spiritual practice? Mind your mind. We don't do that. See? We take care of our body two ways. Our body is used for earning bread and butter. So we are working by the body. Second thing, we are working on the body. We do exercise. We go for a walk. We go for running. We do yoga. So when you do all these things, it is not for earning money because you are working on the body. So two aspects, work by the body for continuing in the life, and second, work on the body. This we understand. But when it comes to mind, we only work by the mind. We have never worked on the mind. See, my friends, what is working by the body, that we understand. Lift it, put it there, get somebody, something like that, that we understand. Similarly, doing exercise, working on the body, that also we understand. But when it comes to mind, what is the meaning of working by the mind? See, working by the mind is default settings. See, working by the mind. We have comment on everything in this world. We have got suggestion for everybody. We can give one suggestion to God. Oh God, दुनिया बनाने वाले काहे को दुनिया बनाई? Therefore he doesn't listen to us. Because we never talk to him. We only complain. That has become our second nature. Constantly complaining. Elders complain about the youngsters. Youngsters complain about the elders. Elderly people have got only same rubbish. जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, अरे वो गए भाड़ में, तुम भी जाओ. We have to learn to live in the present. See, these are the things we have to learn. Now take one simple example. Do we have a choice to learn to live yesterday? We cannot live yesterday. Yesterday gone. Do we have a choice to live tomorrow? Tomorrow never comes. So, living today is a choiceless existence. But the question is, are we living today? Think. I am leaving this question for you to work upon. See, my friends, similarly, wherever we are, there we are never happy. I was in Australia and at a place, Newcastle, and one friend of mine, he is a Sardarji, very good friend. He is a chemist, good chemist shop for him. He had a son, about 12 years. So, I was very tired, so I came, took meals and slept. Daytime I normally sleep. So his son came and he woke me up. Swamiji, wake up. This is not the time to sleep. I said, come on here, I am tired. He said, no tired. He pulled me out. Now I had no choice. I had to live in his house. Then he told, let us go and play football. I said, yaar, pagal ho gaye kya? He didn't listen. He pulled me. So I played with him for a few minutes. Then I said, now talk something brainy. Physical bahut ho gaya. Then I asked him, tell me something. Do you go to India? Of course, every year. Now tell me something which I do not know about it. He gave me the highest wisdom. He said, when we go to India, we talk about Australia. When we are in Australia, we talk about India. Is it not your story? Meaning, where we are, there we are not. When we are, then we are not. So net result is what? We are tortured in time and space. Now, third important point. Do we have a choice to be in America, to be in India now? No. You are here. We have no choice to be yesterday or tomorrow. So two things. We have no choice to be here and now. We have no choice. Why not live that way? But problem is, we have trained our mind the wrong way. Like we have trained ourselves. See, I get up early morning at 4:30 and I want a cup of tea. Now I am staying with Satish. Now Satish is the Suryavamshi. You know Suryavamshi? The one who wakes up after the sunrise is Suryavamshi. He has never seen sunrise. He is consistent. So I had to take tea, so I get up, go to the kitchen, find out the things, make a cup of tea in the morning. Then I am happy. So slowly that has become my habit. In the same manner, we have created a habit and we are all living our habits. Living habits is working by the mind. Breaking the habits is working on the mind. See, friends, observe this. Like suppose 5-6 people are there and one person talks something. Yeah, I was coming from that side and there was a terrible traffic jam. I don't know what happened. Therefore, I am late. He has told his story. Topic is over. But do you think others will keep quiet? No, but when I was coming, there was no traffic. How come when you came, who asked you? Be very attentive. We want to get involved and participate everywhere to make our presence felt. That is working by the mind. We get too much involved in this world. See, the more we become aware of our lifestyle in this world, we come to know we are living only our habits. Like I have a habit of taking tea in the morning. If I don't get it, I become uneasy. In the same manner, if I have a habit to talk ill all the time, if I don't get anybody, I feel uncomfortable. Then I start talking something bad about somebody. It's a habit. Therefore, friends, now one step I'll take you further. Mind has to be trained how to think. We all have to learn how to drive a car, is it not? It doesn't come directly, you have to learn. We have to learn how to write. We have to learn how to cook. Everything we have to learn. But when it comes to thinking, I am telling you something straight away, you may not like it, but it is the truth. Neither our parents have taught us how to think, nor the schools or colleges have taught us how to think. And we imagine, because there are thoughts in the mind, we are thinkers. We are not thinkers. Because we are unable to find out the difference between thinking and worrying.
Swamiji, one second. People are not able to hear good.
But they are comfortable.
They just came to complain.
No, never mind. Anyway, those who are didn't understand. Relax.
Yeah.
Everybody is okay? I think he was not hearing. See. So, everything we have to learn, but thinking also we have to learn, we don't know. Now understand the difference between thinking and worrying. See? There are two types of thoughts. One are default thoughts. These are the unhealthy conditions of the mind. Friends, we have to maintain our health. Diseases come without efforts. We don't have to do anything for diseases. They come. Health we have to maintain. In the same manner, all kinds of thoughts will come in the mind. But to keep the mind properly oriented, we have to learn and do something. So how to do that? Number one, we have to find out the difference between thinking and worrying. Both are thoughts. Thinking is also thought, worrying is also thought. Now what is the difference between the two? Worrying is that thought process by which we get entangled in our own thinking process. Keep on worrying. And thinking, contemplation is that process of thinking by which we come out of our own catch. See? Normally we do not differentiate between thinking and worrying because we are never taught. It is not anybody's fault. We are never taught. Not only that, we do not want to even learn. See, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, in the 11th canto, the highest spiritual practice is satsanga. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan mukti, bhaja govindam, bhaja govindam. These we have to learn. But normally what happens? Asking question is not spiritual life. Because when you ask me a question, what I tell you is a reply. Reply is not an answer. When you write your exams, there you write on a reply paper or an answer paper. It is an answer book. We don't like reply. See? Therefore, you find out samadhana, you have to discover yourself. And for that, we must know the process of thinking, how the thinking begins. See, friends, external things are okay, they are all required, but that is not all. You may have healthy body, but unhealthy mind, then it leads to terrorism. Or you may have unhealthy body, but healthy mind, it leads to a great saint and sage. So as is the quality of our mind, so is the quality of our life. See, friends, therefore let us learn the art of thinking. For that we must know the genesis of thought, how the thoughts are created. See? I will do one small experiment. This experiment I do normally in every talk. Maybe one day it may click. We'll play. I never do meditation. I am against meditation. Don't do meditation. We have to live in meditation. See? We don't do waking. We are in waking and then do the business of life. We don't do dreaming. We are in the dream, then we go through good and bad experiences. We don't do deep sleeping. We are in the deep sleep, then we start snoring. Try to snore when you are awake. You cannot. So, waking we don't do, dream we don't do, deep sleep we don't do, why do meditation? Think. Then we have to live in meditation. And for living in meditation, we must know the art of thinking. And to know the art of thinking, we must know how the thoughts are born. See? And we are all knowing this, but we do not know that we know. We are all disturbed. And then what we do? Drinks drugs, so that the thoughts are quieted. For how long? As long as it is liquid spirituality is working. After the liquids are out, again we come back to square one. Think, my friends. Therefore, let us do one small experiment. Do it sincerely. It's not big. Number one, we are not doing this. We are playing. When you must have played with your kids, grandchildren. So when we are playing just for a time pass. We are not concerned whether we win or we lose. The child is concerned. See, I am playing with my Dadaji, I have defeated him. The child has an issue. But we elderly people, why we are playing? Just to keep him occupied, time pass, never mind. Therefore, playing meditation means you are not becoming a meditator. See, dhyatru dhyane parityajya dheyam eva avashishyate. When meditator disappears, meditation also disappears. And what remains is Paramatma. See? So let us play meditation. The first meditation. Wherever, whatever we are sitting is perfectly alright. Don't change your postures. Don't have to sit in uncomfortable posture. Don't do that acrobatics. Very simple. So, as you are sitting, now play as you are a husband or a wife. See what kind of thoughts are coming to you as a husband or a wife. Over. Second experiment. Play as parents or children and see what kind of thoughts are coming. Stop. Now the last experiment. Remain as nobody. Stop. Experiments over. Let us analyze this experiment. When we became husband or wife, the thoughts were pertaining to wife or husband respectively. When we became children or parents, the thoughts were pertaining to parents or children respectively. When we remain as nobody, no thoughts. So instead of getting worried, frustrated, asking question to others, find out who is asking the question. All the time we are becoming somebody. Like a plant cannot grow without the seed. If there is no seed, plants can't grow. In the same manner, for the plant of thoughts, the seed of somebody is required. And when we remain nobody, we are in the present, we are here, and we are 100%. See, this is one of our Maha Mantra. I got a happy mantra mala, I'll play after this is over. In that, this one mantra. Wherever we are, whenever we are, whatever we are, we shall be 100% happy. Now here we are in this holy place. When? During the satsanga. Now during satsanga, who are we? Satsangi. So if we are 100% satsangi, you have learned the art of spiritual life. So when we are in front of the food on the dining table, then enjoy every bite, whatever is available. If we are walking, walk beautifully, majestically. In short, we have to learn to remain 100% every moment in life. See, friends. And when you just start working on your mind, you will find out that the questions come always because we have never worked on the mind. Start working on the mind. And nobody can do it for us. Like we have to live our life. We have to die our death. In the same manner, we have to lead our spiritual life. See, normally I don't entertain question and answer only for this reason. We want ready-made everything. Work on it. So if we are clear about it, that like we work by the body, we have to work on the body to keep the body healthy, in the same manner. We are working by the mind, we have to also work on the mind to keep the mind healthy. Healthy mind is that mind which is naturally able to remain in the present 100%. Instead of asking questions, like one person asked me this question, Swamiji, my mind is too disturbed, what should I do? I said, define what is the meaning of a disturbed mind. We only talk. Even our question we are not clear. When you say, my mind is disturbed, please define what is a disturbed mind. Mind is disturbed. See? So disturbed mind is that mind which doesn't remain in the present. Disturbed mind is that mind which doesn't remain wherever it is. Disturbed mind is that mind which is running from object to object. These are the three parameters where our mind is roaming uncontrolled. So when we talk about disturbed mind, these are the three things we have to work upon. See? So first of all, we have to learn to keep the mind in one place. This is in Yoga Shastra, it is called as Dharana Abhyas. Keep the mind in one place. Instead of going here and there, keep it within yourself. Don't leave this spiritual heart. Be there. Slowly, you will see the mind will start cooling down. Then in that one place, keep one object. Sadhu Vaswani. No one else. So the mind is now tied down with two ropes. One is the space, second is the object. Now third thing, do it for as long as you can. So sit quiet, mind is fixed in the spiritual heart, bring your beloved and hold it for a longer period of time. this nobody can do for us. Therefore, when we talk about disturbed mind, recognize this. If we give too much importance to India, you'll be constantly running to India and suffer here. Then go back to India. If you are here, be 100%. Similarly, don't get into the back. When we were there, who cares? See, I was in one Marwadi family, and it so happened when I went there, after entering the house, I felt very peculiar environment there. So that old man took me to his house. His wife said, Swamiji, you will have to wait for 10 minutes till the food is ready. I said, okay, never mind. And then I saw TV. So I took the remote and started the TV. Some Hindi filmy songs were going on. When that was going on, like, the rats coming out of the holes, 4, 6, 5 children came from somewhere. They started watching at me like a zoo animal. Then, just to break the ice, I said, hey, who is this singer? See, is it Pankaj Malik? Swamiji, no, you don't know. This is Muhammad Rafi. Oh, slowly our distance was melted. We became friends. And then when the food came, I said, hey, stand in a queue. My rule is, before I take food, I offer it to Bhagwan Sri Krishna. Today you are my Bhagwan Krishna. Come one by one. I gave everybody one bite and then I took the food. And we were sitting comfortably. Be attentive. Then the children became very open, relaxed, and the Dada, Dadi sitting. Then one boy asked, maybe about 8, 9 years, he asked this question. Swamiji, you watch TV, we watch TV. Yes. You take food in the same plate, we took food from your plate. Yes. You sit on a sofa set, we sit on a sofa set. What is the difference between you and me? I said, no difference. Then he said, then why Dadaji does namaskar to you? Why he doesn't do namaskar to me? See? I said, you don't ask me, you ask Dadaji. And when the elderly people do not know the answer, they become angry. Shesham kopena pure. Chup, faltu prashna nahi puchte. Because he doesn't know the answer. See? Then I said, look here, don't scold him. He is right. There is no difference between us. Be very attentive. Spiritual life is not becoming someone extraordinary. We are already carrying the burden of lot of extras. I am man, I am woman, I am Sindhi, I am Gujarati, I am rich, I am poor, I am Indian, I am American, I am educated, uneducated, I am married, I am unmarried. How many loads and loads of burden we are carrying? In addition to that, I am spiritual. Ram kaho. Relax, relax. When we carry this burden, then we can never be relaxed in life. Therefore, real spiritual life is, we don't have to become extraordinary. Remain simple. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. See? This particular thing happened in UK. One British lady, she asked me, I came from India, 9 hours flight, then another 3 hours to reach a church where I had to deliver my talk on Gita. And after that we had a dinner, we had a tea, coffee, socializing. Then I had a dinner. And after the dinner, I was watching BBC documentary. So this old lady, he drove me all the way. She said, Swamiji, go and take rest now. You must be tired. I said, look here, I am not your baby. Don't order me, okay? As long as I am cool is good. Once I take a Narsima avatar, then it will be difficult for you. You mind your business. Swamiji is not like that, but you must be tired. I said, you don't worry about me. No, I want to be like you. I get tired very easily. You are elder than me. How come you don't get tired? Then I told, look here, your problem is you cannot be like me. Why I cannot be like you? I said, to be like me, you require a beard. Longer the beard, confirm is the wisdom. Shorter the beard, doubtful is the wisdom. No beard, no wisdom. Swamiji, don't make fun of me. Please tell me, how can I be like you? I said, Mama, your problem, you know what is your problem? Your whole life is a struggle to prove something to someone. You do not know what you want to prove and to whom and who cares for you. We are all leading this hypocritical life. You want to prove something. Don't do. Be yourself. See? Kauwa chala hum saki chal. Be yourself. Relax. And when you take this principle in your life, you will not carry any burden of anything. This one principle I learned from all of you. And the principle is very simple. This I learned from our Indian children in this country. You ask any Indian child, NRI children, any question, like suppose I ask, hey, you are studying in class 9, yes. What you want to become after your schooling and college is over? You know how they reply? They reply like when we do the Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Mantra is Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. We don't start like that. We add first Om Bhur Bhu Swaha and then Tat Savitur Varenyam start. In the same manner, you ask this, our Indian children in USA. You ask them, hey, what you want to become? They will start saying, Ah, Oo, E. And after that, I don't know. So this I don't know is such a Maha Mantra. You are free from all obligations to the world. Be attentive. You are not obliged to answer everybody's any question. I don't know. Over. But then we try to prove this. I don't know. Don't they have in their examination answer any one question out of 100? So when your examination gives you so much option, why get involved in this world? See, friends, in one Upanishad, that Upanishad name is Sannyasa Upanishad, there is one very beautiful mantra. I like that mantra very much. Na prishtaha kasyachit bruyat na cha anyayena cha pruchhataha janan abhi medhavi jadaval lokam achare. When a person is asking a question, from the question you know the quality of the person who is asking the question. See? And when the question is not born out of sincere inquiry to know the truth, then Janan api, although you know, Jadavat lokam acharet, become dumb. I don't know. No need. Because the other person should be capable of learning, understanding. See, friends, by all these practices, we keep our mind at peace. Now, one more depth in our mind. You must have read or heard the yogis tell, stop thinking. It can never happen. You cannot stop thinking. Thoughts or thinking is not the problem. This you have to learn. Now, seeing by the eyes, is it a problem? Eyes are meant for seeing. Hearing by the ears, is it a problem? They are meant for hearing. Similarly, mind is meant for thinking. Why control the mind? And what is the control of the mind? Yoga Sutra says, Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. Don't think. Don't go that dumb way. Thoughts are not the problem. Now be very attentive. When thoughts are pertaining to something which is finite, next thought is born out of the finite thought. See, like the same example. In the morning, I want a cup of tea. First day it happened in Satish's house. When I got up early morning, then I was struggling in the kitchen. Now I want a cup of tea. Then where it is available? Second thought. Maybe in this drawer, in that drawer. Third thought. Okay, the pot I got. Now where is the water? Where are the water bottles? Oh, it is there. Then where is the tea leaves? They are not found anywhere. So one thought was breeding the next thought. Whenever the object of thinking is finite, it keeps on breeding thoughts. And the thought breeding creates a momentum in the thinking. And we get carried away by the thought momentum. Like when we take bath in the Ganges, we are comfortable. But when the Ganges are flowing with a high speed when they are in floods, then we are not carried away by the water. We are carried away by the flow of water. In the same manner, thoughts are not problem. When we are carried away by the thoughts, we are lost. See, friends, to give you example of your own country here, road is beautiful, nobody on the road, you are all alone, straight road, and then you start driving. After some time, you get the lullaby thing. Then when your car goes little this side, that side, then there are those steps, and then you become normal. Again you come to the main road. Exactly the same way. Be attentive. To arrest, to break this thought flow, our great masters have given us technique. The technique is start chanting Lord's name. Any worldly object you take, it is finite. It will create thoughts after thoughts. You will get carried away by that thought flow. But when you take the Lord's name, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, it is complete in itself. This thought will not generate the next thought. Give a gap. Again, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Mantra sadhana is told by all the masters only for this purpose. Arrest the thought flow. See? Then we are working on the mind. This is not available in books. Your own self is the source of infinite knowledge and wisdom. From outside, whatever comes, it will be lost. But when you discover, it is not lost. I'll tell you, I am not a computer scientist or anything, but I work on that computer. So many times, certain things by mistake, you do something and something good happens. Then you will never forget that. See? Like one example I give you, when you click the trash container longer time, it gives you another option. And when I discovered it many years before, I was so thrilled. No, I cannot forget that. In the same manner, when you discover this principle, that whenever the theme is finite, there will be a thought flow. So what are the finite themes? Two things: possessions and relations. There is no end to the thinking there. Continues, goes on and on and on and on. And how these possessions and relations are born? Be very attentive. Possessions and relations are born after body identification. In deep sleep, when we are snoring away, that time, who are we? That time, where are we? That time, when are we? In deep sleep, time, space and object disappears. And because the burden of time, space and object is completely deleted in the deep sleep, we are happy. And when we are happy, we make noise, is it not? Happiness is not a silence. We enjoy, we make noise, and therefore people snore. The snoring is an expression of happiness. And those who do not snore, they are miserable. See? You must have seen, God has created this world for fun. Don't become too serious in life. So, what is the fun? If two people come together of the same thought, then what is the fun in that? So, God brings the man and the wife together. Husband is such, the moment he lands on the bed, he starts snoring. Wife is the one who doesn't get sleep at all. So she becomes more angry. So, don't snore. And he is very cool. I am not snoring. Why do you disturb me? And again, krrr, krrr. And you see, those who snore, they are never in a hurry. Have you seen any time snoring? Kar, 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 kar. No. It goes in the saptaswar. Krrr. And the one who cannot sleep becomes more angry. Great fun. He is enjoying. And we suffer. See, friends. Therefore, to be happy, go beyond time, space and object. Time, space and object are mental projections. See, when the mind is closed, as in deep sleep, there is no place. In deep sleep, we are inside the body or outside the body. We are inside the room or outside the room. We are in America or in India. Space gone. Then we are in 2022 or 2019. Time gone. We are a man or woman. Object gone. Then what remains? Happiness. So the real spiritual practice is transcending these three limitations which are our own creation. We only imagine, if I go there, I will be happy. You go there and suffer and come back. These are the things we have to learn from our own experiences. I was in Norway, maybe about 7-8 years before. And one of my friend, he working in some oil company. So they had a very beautiful guest house. So he gave me this guest house along with my other friends. Such a lovely place, like a picture post. There was a huge lake in front, that guest house. Only solitary guest house. And near the, around the lake, all greenery. Then, like a wall, there was a huge mountain. Up to some level, there were greenery. After that, no plantation. After that, snow. So I saw the whole thing. And when I saw first time, how beautiful it is. First day, first look. Second day we got up. Yes, it is so beautiful, it is so nice, so lovely it is, Third day, what is there for breakfast? Fourth day, yaar, can't you make some garam yaar, thanda, thanda. Be attentive. Human mind can never remain attracted toward the same thing for a longer period of time. This is the human mind. And then that mind carries us away. And we become the slave of that mind. See, Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu, Atmaiva Ripuratmana. When our mind is ruling us, we are the slaves of the mind. And a slave can never be happy. But when we control our mind, then we are the masters. Normally we will see all of us are carried away by the whim and the fancy of the mind. The whim and the fancy of the mind is only two: likes and dislikes. I like this, I don't like this. I like this, I don't like this. See? And for liking and disliking, there is no logic. For example, I don't like बैंगन का भरता. What is the logic? Now a Punjabi delicacy is बैंगन का भरता. So when I go to Punjabi houses, they will be making with great love बैंगन का भरता. When that fellow comes, I say, oh God, where from you have taken this avatar? Can't you take any other avatar? Now I don't like, no logic. They like, no logic. In short, liking and disliking has no logic. And we consider ourselves to be very wise. See, therefore, to work on the mind means instead of getting carried away by what I like or I don't like, we should be aware what is right and what is wrong. So when I go to somebody and they have prepared this बैंगन का भरता which I don't like, but is it right for me to discard it? But see their love, their affection, they have prepared it. Therefore, what is the right thing? Although I don't like it, I eat it so that they are not hurt. See, this is human life. But normally what happens? We get carried away by our personal likes and dislikes. See, friend, we have to work on this. Nobody can do for us. Slowly, when we just start working on our mind, you will be naturally withdrawn from the world. Now, this is 24/7 business. You do bhajan kirtan, 5 minutes, over. You chant, take the mala in the hand, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, over. You go to the temple, do chakkar, 3-4, over. You do yoga, 5-10 minutes, over. You do meditation, half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. See? But this what we have spoken is a 24/7 business. We have to remain in this alertness. See, like many times people have got this funny thing. I want to maintain my figure, reduce my weight, therefore I am taking only salad. But after they eat a bowl of salad like a buffalo, thereafter they will be eating 1 kilogram of ice or the ice cream. So all that is again leveled in the same manner. Why our spiritual practice does not yield result? Because it is temporal. It is only for some time we are solid spiritual. After some time we are liquid spiritual. So in that liquid spirituality, the solid spirituality is dissolved. And then we go to the 7th heaven. See, my friends. And in this, nobody can help us. Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu, Atmaiva Ripuratmana. Therefore, before we take up any job, whatever we are supposed to do, first thing we have to understand how and what is the quality of our mind. Because everything is done only by the mind, not by the hand. Hand is just like a screwdriver. Mind has to be behind the hand. So this mind, quality of the mind, before we take up anything, what is the quality of the mind? When the work is done, that time, whether the quality of the mind is destroyed or maintained. And third, after the job is over, is the mind at peace or not? This I learned from one carpenter in Delhi. He was doing some job in my place. He will come in the morning and first of all do the sharpening of the instruments and then do something. Earlier it was 3-4 days work, but it continued for 1 week. I said, come on, you are taking too much of time. You spend all the time in sharpening this thing. Then he said, do you know anything about carpentry? I said, no. When I am using this instrument, it is my responsibility to maintain the quality of the instrument. Mind is our instrument through which we are conducting the business of life. And therefore, it is our responsibility to mind our mind. Don't go to God. He has got better things to do. He is very much sitting in your heart. But we tell him, you shut up. I will do whatever I like. Therefore, friends, real spiritual practice begins when we start working on our mind. All external things are required, is okay, perfectly all right, but that is not all. The beauty of a person is according to the quality of his mind. And in this manner, so whatever we are doing, whether we do karma, or we do yoga, or we do bhajan kirtan, or we study scriptures, or we go to satsang, all of them are meant only for working on the mind. See. And the last thought, mind and consciousness is one. Like husband and man is one. See, you are married. Can you separate the man from the husband? You cannot. But the husband is never happy and the man is never miserable. Now, if you cannot separate the husband from the man, where is he? So, man with the conditioning of wife is called husband. In the same manner, God with the conditioning of body identification is called as the mind. Water and ice are the same. Water has no shape. Water with a shape is called as ice. So when this ice cube is put in the water, in due time, without making noise, it will dissolve in the waters. Exactly the same manner. When the mind is at peace, slowly it will give up its shape. The shape is that of the body, I. Slowly the mind will give up its shape and it dissolves in the pure consciousness. This is what every day happens to all of us when we go to sleep. But we are not able to recognize this thing. And therefore, the highest spiritual practice is be at peace with yourself. Then only we will be at peace with the world. A person who is not at peace with himself or herself cannot be at peace with the world. How simple it is. We are in turmoil, and then what we will do? We start blaming others. We start complaining. We want to improve the world, improve the society, make others happy. God has failed to make everybody happy. Can you and me, the miserable, make others happy? Be yourself. See, friends, with this attitude and understanding, when we start leading our day-to-day life, then we are really walking the spiritual path. And it is a freedom to us. Whether you do it or you don't do it, it is your freedom. Exercise and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.